So, update on what's happening around here. Lots going on. Let's see if I flip around. All right, so today we got a big pile of compost. Actually, that is 9 yards, and I am going to. My plan is I got the debris, a bunch of logs, things like that in the raised beds. I'm gonna go get probably 5 bags for each bin, each raised bed, to fill in all the gaps in the bottom, and then I'll just use this compost on the top. So that's the plan for that. I'm gonna go early in the morning, probably at 6 a.m. when they open, and pick up probably like 60 bags and fill that in, and then hopefully by tomorrow night I'm gonna have this in there and I can start planting stuff. Guys, this is like super amazing. Okay, other things going on. The greenhouse is coming along. So we got the floor in today. I am using my carpenter guy because we're waiting for other concrete to dry, and we got the floor in today. Tomorrow we're going to put up the walls and the pitched roof, and then I'm going to have a door in the middle, a window in each side of the door, a window on the back to mirror the ones in the front, a pitched roof with the clear corrugate plastic going all the way around it, and then inside I'm going to put probably 32 inches up. I'm going to put shelves all around the perimeter, and I'm going to use my hydroponics that I've been using for a few years to grow stuff inside the greenhouse, so it'll be watered automatically. I have my electrical coming in over here. I'll trench that in, bring that up. Probably should have already done that. Anyway, I'll get it inside the building. That'll give me lights, and they'll give me electricity to run the hydroponics. And then we won't have to use the grow lights like we've used in our garage. We can just use the sun, because we have sun comes up over here and comes all the way around. And if you look, it's still shining. There it is. Okay, and there's camper over there. I don't know if you can see him. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, so this looks crazy, but I think it's going to work. Because I really don't need but like the top 6 inches or so to grow stuff in. So that's that. Okay, so there's my compost. Now, the other exciting thing, it was very exciting and not so exciting all at the same time. Let's go look. All right, so the other exciting thing is we got a propane tank today. And I had trenched it before they came, and it runs all the way to the house. And I put it in my front yard because the access road is right here, and I'm going to put a fence around it and make it beautiful. And you won't even know it's there. So that's 500 gallons. That'll probably last us all year. And then right now I currently have the 100-gallon tank. Now, what's not so exciting about all of this thing is that because the skirt is not on the house, they won't hook it up. So there's the end of the hose hooked to the propane tank. So what happens is, because they're using brick right here, we have to have the brick in with it drilled out and running through the pipe, and then they'll come in and hook it up. So that way it's stationary, won't ever move or anything, and then they check it for leaks. So I get it. I called Clayton Homes and asked them if we could at least come and have this portion done while we're waiting for the rest of it, so that way I can get this hooked up. So one way or the other, whenever you have an obstacle, just work the solution. There should be some way to figure it out. So I imagine by the end of next week I'll have the propane running in the house, because that's what I want. Other things. Okay, hang on. Let's walk around to the back of the house. We've been working on the deck, or the sunroom, and it's coming along. It's coming along good. So we poured concrete yesterday. So we have all those done. And then here's kind of what's done so far. So we have all the, where the joists come in, the joist hangers. Okay, and then what happens is this is 16 feet long, so we're going to run a 10 across here and a 10 across from the back side, and they're going to meet in the middle, and then we'll bolt them all together, bolt all the poles. So, and then over here where that area is, that's where the fireplace is going to go inside, the little pot belly that was in the Amish house. So that's where that will go. But yeah, these are 6x6 posts, and there's 5 of them holding up the rest of the deck. So it's going to be solid. It already is solid. So no complaints there. My carpenter guy does really good work. So happy about that. All right, so that's it. That's everything that's going on right now. The never-ending thing is I always have to mow this at least once a week because it really starts getting out of control. So tomorrow we're going to finish, hopefully, framing out the greenhouse. My contractor had already changed the plans I had in my head, and his ways are better, so it's going to look good. And then I got to get a fence around it pretty much probably by next week. Get the fence all the way around it. All places I talk about today, and the lady saw the compost in the back of the trailer, and she starts talking to me about gardens, and she said that the raccoons got into her garden and ate everything. So I need to put a fence that has small enough holes the raccoons can't get through, and then I might electrify it towards the top, so if they climb over, it'll shock them. They have solar powered electric fences that you can get now, which I saw at the Homestead conference last weekend, so that's cool. And then we're going to go ahead and put the joists in. Once the joists are in, we can put in the floor. We're actually going to put in a floor under the bottom and insulate it so it's sealed from the bottom and the top. That way no critters can get in. And I have to run all the wiring for the plugs and the fans and all the stuff that we're going to do. Yeah, so there's a lot to do there. So what I'd ideally want to do is finish the greenhouse quickly this week, get that done. I think really maybe a day and a half, that could be completed. Just the outside, not the stuff inside, and then go ahead and spend the rest of the time working on this deck and getting it as close. I think once we get the floor and everything in, when I'm not here, my contractor guy he's working by himself, he can actually get the walls framed up and do a lot of stuff when I'm not here, because we have some vacation stuff coming up that we got to go to. So I have like 2 weeks to try to get all this stuff done. So I'm staying out here all this week. Wife's out of town working, and so I'm staying out here Monday through Friday. I'll go home Friday, and then next week I plan to be out here all week again, and then vacation starts, and we're in and out quite a bit. We actually are going to be in the scene on the Chosen of the feeding of the 5,000. So we get to drive to Texas and be in the movie. So we're looking forward to that. So that's in June, and that's one fun thing that we're going to do as a family. So all right, well, that's all I got. See ya.